freedom is one of the quiet pillars of the human psyche. Most people feel uneasy when it is taken away, even in small ways. Yet for some, that unease becomes something far more intense. A simple instruction can trigger an immediate inner resistance, an automatic tightening, a mental step backward. This reaction does not rise from defiance or bad temper. It emerges from a deeper psychological current, one that operates beneath conscious choice. Their resistance is not learned behavior or social rebellion. It is an instinctive response shaped by the architecture of their inner life. From a psychological perspective, this sensitivity has little to do with ego, aggression, or disrespect. It reflects a distinct relationship with autonomy and identity. For these individuals, choice is not merely practical, it is personal. Being directed feels less like guidance and more like an intrusion, as though an external hand has crossed an invisible boundary. Instructions are not heard as neutral information, but as signals that their self-direction is being challenged. Independence, for them, is not a preference that can be negotiated. It is a psychological necessity. Within this mindset, certain patterns consistently emerge. People who strongly resist being told what to do tend to share a set of uncommon inner traits. These qualities do not place them above others, nor do they diminish them. They simply mark a different orientation toward authority, freedom, and the self, one that operates by its own internal logic, quietly but firmly shaping how they move through the world. First, they possess an intense attachment to autonomy. For these individuals, freedom is not just a preference. It is a core psychological need. They feel most at ease when they are the ones deciding how to act, when to act, and for what reasons. Any external attempt to dictate their behavior can feel unsettling, even suffocating. Psychologists describe this as a heightened need for autonomy, where personal choice is directly tied to emotional well-being. When someone tells them what to do, it can register as a subtle loss of control, even if the suggestion is reasonable, even if it is meant to help. Independence is woven into their identity. To surrender decision-making feels like surrendering a piece of who they are. They don't resist guidance itself. They resist having their agency taken away. Second, they are wired to think before they comply. Unlike people who instinctively follow instructions, these individuals pause. They evaluate. They reflect. When faced with an order, their mind does not rush toward obedience. It turns inward and begins asking questions. Does this make sense? Is this necessary? Do I agree with the reasoning behind it? Psychology links this tendency to strong, independent thinking. These individuals do not reject rules simply to be defiant. They reject rules that fail to earn their intellectual respect. Authority alone is not enough. Logic matters. Purpose matters. If a directive feels arbitrary, unnecessary, or poorly thought out, their resistance activates almost automatically. This does not mean they cannot follow rules. It means rules must feel justified, not imposed. Third, their motivation comes from within, not from pressure. People who strongly dislike being told what to do are typically driven by internal motivation. Their energy comes from personal choice, personal meaning, and internal commitment. When they decide to do something on their own terms, they can become deeply focused, persistent, and remarkably productive. But when they are pushed, ordered, or coerced, the opposite happens. Motivation fades, energy drains. What once felt meaningful becomes burdensome. Psychology shows that internal motivation leads to deeper engagement and longer-lasting effort than motivation driven by pressure or fear. For these individuals, freedom is not a luxury. It is the fuel that allows them to function at their best. Fourth, They are acutely aware of power dynamics. They tend to notice subtle shifts in control that others might overlook. Tone of voice, choice of words, posture, intention. These details matter to them. If they sense that a command carries ego, dominance, or superiority, even a small instruction can feel threatening. This sensitivity is connected to a heightened awareness of social power. They are not opposed to leadership, guidance, or collaboration. What they resist is being treated as lesser, passive, or incapable. Respect is far more important to them than hierarchy. They can accept advice. They can accept direction. But they cannot accept being diminished. In the end, hating being told what to do does not make someone difficult, hostile, or uncooperative. In many cases, it signals independence, self-direction, and psychological strength. These individuals do not crave control over others. They simply refuse to surrender control over themselves. They do not need commands. They do not need pressure. They need respect. If this exploration has stirred something within you, share your thoughts in the comments or simply your presence. Thank you for walking this path with us today. If this journey has stirred something within you, reflection, awareness, even clarity, know that you are not alone. Until next time, take care of your energy and honor your intuition.